Welcome back to the Swang Low Podcast Show. It is yours truly, Duroc Creep. What's happening with all my people out there, man? Hopefully, everybody is living at their best. You feel me? And being their best. Shout out to all the new subscribers, man. I see y'all, man. Hey, thank you for coming to join the team. You chose right. Hey, we're gonna try to do everything that we possibly can to do to make this show even greater and greater each and every time. You know what I'm saying? That we broadcast, we put out some content or whatever, no matter what it's about. You feel me? Now, periodically, right now, during this time, I'm gonna be cutting the camera on and off, but I would definitely continue to talk to y'all. You feel me? This is only for right now. However, hey, stay tuned in, stay locked in, man. You feel me? Because we got some good things. We got a couple of announcements as well to make. Um, First of all, let me say this. Shout out to my beautiful, wonderful co-host, best friend, woman, Miss Golden, man. She is everything in the world to me. You know what I mean? She is about to launch, some episodes on her own. You feel me? Called The Golden Hour. That show will be premiered on here through the Swang Low podcast, of course. So anytime y'all see The Golden Hour, up on the channel, man, hey, tap in with her. That's our girl. That's my co-host. She contribute a lot to the show. You feel me? I'm proud of her for being willing to actually, jump out there and do something that a lot of people I know ain't got the heart to do. Podcasting is not an easy thing to do, man. That I can promise y'all. You feel me? Which is why I am so proud of her for being willing to jump out there. You know what I'm saying? Snap the whip and get cracking. You feel me? So, hey, man, please, again, to all the round table family that's out there, please, man, when y'all see her on, because that show will be broadcast right here on this channel through the Swang Low podcast show. It's just she gonna be jumping in periodically doing her thing. You feel me? When I'm not able to jump on, of course, I'm in prison, things happen. So it's going to be some days where I'm not able to jump out there, man, and present anything to the round table. However, Miss Golden would definitely pick up the torch, you feel me, and continue to take this thing on a whole different level. You feel me? Everything don't have to be about prison and gang stuff because as we all know, as grown men and women and elders, life is much more bigger than gang and prison, right? There's stuff going on in everyday life with all of us. You feel me? That's far outside the gang stuff. You feel me? People lead everyday normal lives, man. Believe it or not, and it's not gang affiliated. You feel me? And Miss Golden is definitely a representative of that side of life. And she's gonna be showing y'all a number of different things. She's gonna be outdoors. Showing y'all her the different environments, that she frequent. She's gonna be delivering to y'all different stories, stuff that's in the headlines. Her personal feelings and thoughts. About a lot of the stuff that's going on in the world today. A lot of the things that may be going on in her personal life or whatever. I look forward to whatever that young lady bring to this roundtable because she has been with me from the very beginning. She's been with me. She has been with us from the very beginning. You feel me? And she has contributed a lot to the Swing Low podcast show. That I can say. From storylines to thumbnails to video research to editing, you name it, Miss Golden has done it. And if y'all go back and look at some of the other lives that I've did over the past year and a half, so she jumped off the porch with me on this podcast and stuff probably like a year and a half ago. Before that, she was more behind the scenes. You know what I mean? And she played a major key role in everything that goes down with this show, man. Like I said, from beginning to the end. And anytime she come grace our presence at the round table, it's always a gift to us because she takes us outside of the gang stuff and the prison stuff and all that, man. I think we should have diversity. You know what I mean? And that's why I always encourage y'all, the roundtable family, man, jump in the chat, jump in the comments section. You know what I mean? Shoot out your suggestions. You might feel a certain way about a certain show, something that I've spoken on, or even Miss Golden. Jump in the chat or in the comments section. We try to get to all the comments. Feel me? Hey, I'm gonna keep it all the way real with y'all, man. The reason why I got this camera off is because I'm running back and forth to my door. I got to keep my eye on my door right now because the police is running around. You know what I'm saying? In and out. You feel me? This was an unexpected live. You feel me? That I definitely wanted to do and bring to the show. So we doing it with the Q&A. And I might throw in a couple of little short stories on a couple of things that has taken place that I didn't present to the roundtable. However, man, hey, we here for it. G Bravado, I see you, man. Sending love to you, homie. As always, shout out to the Bay Area, Yay Area, in the MF house. Shout out to all the Bay, the East, the West. You feel me? Oakland, Vallejo, San Francisco, all the Bay. Shout out to all the Bay. Straight up, man. Y'all jump in the comments section, man. Shoot the comments. I encourage participation. Ain't no dumb questions or answers here at the round table. I know it's been a minute since we've been able to do it live, man. Like I said, I've been having a lot of different things set up too, man. Where I was supposed to be, making some appearances on different podcasts or shows. However, trying to link up, being that I'm not able to do lives like that, the timing be off. You know what I'm saying? So we working on that behind the scenes, but best believe, I always fulfill my commitments. You feel me? How everybody doing out there, though, man? How everybody doing? Shoot y'all comments. Oh, hey, and by the way, too, I got a book. I'm glad I thought about that. Hold on. Because I actually been trying to holler at the homeboy. You feel me? Shout out to the homie BG Ali. You feel me? Let me show y'all this real quick, man. Shout out to the homie BG Ali, man. Can y'all see this? Okay, now, what's significant about this guy right here? Hold on, let me cut this camera off because I'm still watching my door. Y'all don't watch out, y'all. Y'all don't want me to get caught, do y'all? I know y'all don't. But anyway, what's significant about this book and this guy that wrote it, right, is not only was he in prison and done a lot of prison time, not only is he or was a full-fledged gang member, right? Straight out of Compton, original front hood Compton Crip. Now, this is proof that life goes far beyond gang banging, prison. These are the people that I love to highlight out. You feel me? These are the people that I love giving the shine to that deserve it. Deserve it more so than a whole lot of others. Why? Because this wasn't handed down to bro. It wasn't handed down to him. He created this and earned this through his hard work, his life experiences, and just the forethought to put it all in the form of a book for y'all. Feel me? Now, I much would have rather been able to get bro on the show and interviewing, in which I've done before. So y'all can go back in the catalog and look up that show, me interviewing BG Ali, right? Now, what's crazy about BG Ali is the first podcast that interviewed me before I started doing podcasting. At the time he interviewed me, I was still doing music, still in pursuit of that hoop dream of doing music and all that. And bro had me on his show. As a matter of fact, I did his show a couple of times. I was on his show a couple of times, as a matter of fact. Think twice. Pretty good interviews, pretty good shows. If you ask me, you know what I mean? It was good enough to influence me to start doing podcasts. Because as he interviewed me, I was studying him. And I was just feeling how bro was, how he commanded the the space of being able to do his interview and at the same time like showcase like a certain interviewer skill, where to the point where when he was interviewing me, I felt comfortable because like I said, I had never done an interview on a podcast before, and he gave me that first opportunity. And being that when doing the interviews that I did with him, I feel like instantly comfortable, not just because he was a fellow gang member or a fellow Crip or nothing like that, but like I said, man, it was the way the whole presentation period. Just put it that way. I'm gonna be popping this camera back on in a minute too, man. Y'all bear with me, please. But yeah, man, shout out to BG Ali. I definitely would have had loved to have had him on the show though, man. And eventually I will. Eventually that time gonna come. Hold up, camera be on there. 1 second, y'all. But yeah, man. Okay, so we can get to it. Hold up. Because I definitely told bro that I was gonna get him on the show, or at least talk about the book on the show. Okay, well, let me see this message. A couple of messages I'm missing. Wizard, I see you, bro. Wizard say, all good down under, brother. Hey, man, much love to you, Wizard. Much love to Australia. Much love to all the wonderful people in Australia, man. Y'all always show love. Straight hospitality any and every time I venture out that way, and jump on the Chaos Chronicles podcast. It's all love, always, man. So shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to the whole Australia. G Bravado say, do men in prison resent their ladies for getting acquainted with men while they're away, or is they have to take it on the chin? That's a very, very good question, and it's very relative to what I actually came to talk about, like the short story, right? But before I jump into that again, let me shout out BGLE, man. Y'all make sure y'all go out and get this book, man. If you haven't already got it, you feel me? It's called Through the Eyes of a Baby Gangster, Divulging the Untold Truths by Donja B.G. Ali Brooks. Y'all make sure y'all go get this book, man. Order it, man. Almost positive it's available on all platforms that you can order books from, publications and all that, man. This is my bro right here. I had him, I interviewed him on the show before. Y'all can go back and check that interview out. Y'all can go on his podcast that he had. It's called On Us with a Z podcast, right? Where he interviewed me on his podcast a couple of times. But as you can see, bro is a book writer. He's also a professional fitness instructor. You feel me? As well as a podcaster, as well as a host of other things, man. I know bro juggled a whole bunch of things, in his lifetime out there in the free world since being released from prison and hasn't looked back, man. So shout out to him. Shout out to the book. Hopefully I can get bro on sometime soon when I am able to, jump back on live. You feel me? But to this question, G Bravado. Now, I remember a situation, man, where um I had a homeboy. This was when I was in the Los Angeles County Jail in the crip module, the gang module, right? And I remember being in there. Now, when you in there and you with all your homeboys from your hood, right? Y'all know each other from the streets. Y'all know everything about each other. So there's no extras you can put on anything that you was or wasn't doing. So, and we all know each other's women, especially the ones that's from where we're from the hood, right? So I just remember having a homeboy in there, and I ain't gonna say this person's name, but him being overly in love with one of the homegirls. And while locked up, she's doing her thing out there in the street. You feel me? Like she's running amok and is definitely engaging in different sexual encounters with different men, with different homies, right? And every time like a rumor would pop up about her, right, he would lose his mind. And then if he found a name attached to that rumor and it's a homie, oh, he's really finna go crazy. He's finna start campaigning against that person immediately. And I've seen him do this on multiple occasions, right? And I remember the one time, I think I told the story on this guy where we was in the LA County jail. And this was during the time when we was in the state module. And I remember him telling me about an incident that involved one of the homies and his girl, and the homie having sexual encounters with his girl, right? Him finding out about it and how desperately he wanted to hurt this person. And then he found out that person had just got locked up and was coming to the Los Angeles County Jail where we was at. So now his mission was, we finna we finna get him pulled to this floor immediately. And as soon as he get up here, I'm finna tear him up, right? So I'm telling bro, I'm like, can do that. You feel me? Like you can't take a situation, bro, that's pertaining you, a woman, and another homie, and bring this situation into the Los Angeles County Jail, and cause physical violence on this person because she chose to have sexual relations with somebody on the street. You can't do nothing to the homie behind that. You got to be mad at that woman, right? He wasn't trying to hear none of that. He wasn't trying to hear none of that, right? So bam. I remember one day, us walking to the kitchen and me walking back, and I'm looking for him. I'm looking through the line, I don't see him, right? So then, dudes are like coming back from the kitchen, dudes are venture off to other tiers in there or sneak up into the day room. Like it was just all kind of different things that you could have done on your way back. So I'm looking everywhere for this fool, right? Don't see him. Bam. Then finally, I see him hiding inside this little laundry room that they had up in there, right? See him hiding in the cut, right? Bam. So when I catch him hiding in there, I'm like, man, what you doing, bro? So he like, man, I ain't gonna say bro name. He like, whoopty wham, it's in here. He's like, I'm finna light this fool up right now, right? And this fool used to walk around with an ace bandage on his hand all the time, right? But nothing was wrong with his hand. That's just where he used to hide his knife at. So anytime I see him put that ace bandage on, I already know he on some BS, right? So when he telling me this, that bro had just came into our module, which I didn't see because he came doing chow, right? So uh, uh, apparently he seen him or found out or something, right? This fool hiding in that laundry room, I catch him. You know what I'm saying? So bam, I'm like, nah, man, you can't do that, bro. I'm not gonna let you do that. It's not gonna happen. Day Q, what's up, bro? I see you. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you and the family. Much love, much love, much love always, bro. Shout out to you and Lil Channel. For real, for real. So bam, I stopped this fool like in the midst of trying to get the homie behind the steam meal, right? So eventually I get it to the point where they are able to talk about the situation without it being any violence and me having to sit this dude down and tell him, bro, how many times are you gonna go through this behind the same thing? You locked up. If these people was out there on the streets and she is opening herself up to these dudes like that, you know what I mean? Then you can't be mad at these dudes because she's opening her legs up like that to these dudes. You know, do that make the homies any now? But at the same time, like a dude is gonna be a dude, just like you would be. You can't sit and tell me that if you was out like you have been, and another homie get locked up and his girl's out there by herself, you not gonna, you know, like come on, man. So bam, after sitting there, you know, giving him this so-called pep talk to calm him down and talk him off the edge, he cool, right? Bam, another homie pop up in there, right? So bam, I remember this day. Um, um, when the homie get in there, we go down to his cell to talk to him. You feel me? And this guy, he like, hey, I'm finna show you my pictures real quick. I'm finna run up to my cell and get them. So the homie, he's sitting inside his cell. He's like, all right, yeah, go ahead. So this fool run up, go get his pictures, right? She had a big old stack of pictures, right? He go get all those pictures, all of this girl, all of the homegirl. Mind you, this is a homegirl that we all grew up with. I grew up on the school bus with this girl. I know her, you know, but I've never dealt with her on no relationship type stuff, sexual or none of that. This was strictly just a homegirl, somebody that I actually grew up with, riding school buses with and all that, right? So when he go get these pictures, I'm just sitting back, just looking. I ain't saying nothing, you know, but as soon as the homie get them pictures, he looking through them, he like, hey, wait a minute. While he looking through the pictures, right? He's like, wait a minute, wait a minute. He said, oh yeah, yeah, I remember her real well. Now, mind you, me and this other guy is standing outside the homie cell. This is in the LA County Jail in the state, mind you, right? We standing outside the homie cell while he's saying what he's saying. He's locked in there. So as soon as the homie that's inside the cell go into describing um um the sexual acts that that he engaged in with this man's woman while he's standing there looking at those pictures, right? This dude that's standing next to me blow his top. I'll kill you. You BA ninja. I'll kill you. Right? So while he's having this episode, right, the homie in the cell laughing at him. The homie in the cell is a psychopath. Period. And he got hands. He's not worried about nothing that this guy right here standing next to me is talking about. Although the guy that's standing next to me on the streets will make you come up missing. He was one of them type of crips. On the streets, you'll come up missing, messing with this guy standing next to me. In jail, he didn't have squabbles like that. You know, he wasn't, you know, all that. You know what I'm saying? But the dude inside the cell, my homeboy that's inside the cell, psychopath. So while this dude standing next to me is having this episode, telling him how he'll unalive him, how he'll do this and do that, all behind this female, right? He's in there laughing, looking at him like, hey, he said, you see that scar going down the middle of your forehead? You remember how you got that? He said, play with me if you want to. I'll reopen that MF, right? So this fool standing next to me, he going crazy. And he shoot off, right? So bam, The homie, he like, man, I can't wait for these bars to open up. And oh, wham, I'm like, nah, man, let me go holler at this dude. I don't want to see y'all getting into it, bro. Right? He like, that's that stupid MF, right? I'm like, let me go holler at him. I do not want to see y'all get into it in here like that, right? So bam, I go catch up to this guy. Right? Now he's up there, he's sharpening his knife. See, this is what this dude, this is what he did in there. When he get mad about with 9 times out of 10, he didn't care about nothing else. When it came to that female, anything that came up, he's gonna pull that knife out like he's plotting. And he sharpened it. The knife was extremely sharp. He sharpened it every other day. He was mad about something in relations to the homegirl. Period. Right? So I go talk to him, calm that situation down as much as I possibly could, although he was still kind of on the BS. So finally, I'm like, you know what? Hey, if you want to go ahead and wreck into that wall that I know you're not going to be able to defeat, I know you're not. But if that's what you want, then hey, so be it, you know. But finally, he came into his senses, you feel me, and shut all that down, right? That was that time. Then we in the crib module, right? Now, when you locked up, G Bravado, it's crazy that you asked this question. Do men in prison resent their ladies for getting acquainted with men while they're away? Or do they have to take it on the chin? Right? Don't no dude in prison want they woman getting acquainted with nobody. And that's just, you know, keeping it 1,000,000% real with you, right? Why would they? You feel me? Because those of us that's in the game, that's been living in this lifestyle, we know that as soon as you MIA off the streets, your woman is finna go to your homeboy. And she's finna get ran through as many of them as you possibly can. That's just the way of life in this gang life. Coming up like that, you living fast, you making fast decisions, and you mess with fast women. And a lot of them women is moving properly just as fast as you are. Because they live in that same lifestyle that you live. So nah, don't nobody want to see their woman get acquainted with another man, but it happens, right? And it happened to all of us. It happened to the best of us. Or we get locked up, or women go mess with our homeboys. It happened to me 1,000,000 times, right? So I remember us being in the crib module one time, and um, it was a number of scandalous incidents that happened while in there. Uh, you know, whether it involved me and whatever woman I was dealing with at that time, or one of my homies and their women. But I remember us being in there one time, man, and one of my homies coming in there. Now, I'm not gonna say his name because he's no longer on earth; he's deceased. But I'm gonna make up a fake name for him. I'm gonna call him. Uh, I'm gonna call him Hamburger, right? Hamburger come into the crib module. Now, Hamburger was known for not just with messing with other homies' women when they get locked up, right? But he would also go to these women and dirty Mac the dudes that they messing with in order for him to be able to get in their drawers. Meaning, let's say Hamburger knew that I was messing with this one particular lady and I had another one on the side. Well, he's gonna go tell this one particular lady about my side piece, right? To get my situation with her blown out the water so he could move in and do his thing with her, right? This what how bro was getting down. And he ended up getting down like that. He didn't do that with me because the young lady that he ended up messing with that I had messed with, me and that young lady had broke up long before I had got locked up. So by the time he got locked up and came into the crib module, he was messing with that same young lady that I used to mess with, right? But he didn't have a chance to dirty mac me with her. So it was other homies that was in the crib module with me at that time that he dirty mac the hell out of, and it came out. So bam, hold on, let me cut this camera, but y'all stay, hey, don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned. I'm still talking. Camera just gonna be off. G Bravado say, what if they get money? Hey, we gonna get to that too, G Bravado. Come on, man. You know a lot of women gonna go where the money at. Trust and believe. If you got a bad one and you broke and your homeboy is up, this fool coming around, he's splurging, and that female see like, oh, okay. This dude I'm with, bro, but his homeboy got something going on. He got a clean car, he got money, he's splurging all the time. And next thing you know, she gonna find a reason to be around that dude or around that situation more and more. Next thing you know, you get locked up. Next thing you know, that's your homeboy, the baller with the money woman now. Trust and believe. G Bravado, you made me forget where I was at, bro. But anyway, yeah, bro was Dirty Mac though. It came out that he was Dirty Macing different people to get they woman to get in their drawers. So I remember one day we up in there chilling and the homies just start clowning out the blue one day, like, hey, Hamburger, we seen you that night at Whoopty Whoopty Whoop Wham with this female. They named old boy's girl that was in there already going crazy on different homies, ready to take their life, right? This is who they named Hamburger is sneaking around with before he came to jail, right? Oh my God. He campaigned to try to get something absolutely horrible done to this man behind that. To the point he made such a big fuss. Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. This, that, blah, 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 blah. He jumped on the phone and called her and asked her, did you whoopty whoopty whoop wham? Because they in here saying this and that about you and whoopty whoop whoop wham, right? Yes, I did. I effed him. Yes, I did. Oh, blew him out the water. You talking about flattening the tires on the ninja's car, right? Facts. Now he really hot because she admitted to it. She admitted to it. Period. Oh, I hear somebody messaging me on the other phone, right? I'm not whoever that is. I'm sorry, I can't get to those messages right now. I'm in the middle of telling this crazy story, but true. So I might have to get to those later. Sorry. But anyway, man, she admit to effing the homie. So you know what his gratification from that was is okay, before Hamburger came into the crib module, right? Yes, G Bravado, Dirty Mackin. Before Hamburger came into the crib module, though, the female that I used to mess with, that he had started messing with, she get in contact with one of my homies that's already in the crib module with me, and she like give Creep my phone number and tell him to call me real quick, right? I need to talk to him, right? So bam, Roger Choice, I see you. I see you. Nice to see you. Got a live going. Much love on that creep. Yeah, man. Hey, man. You know we try to get to the lives while we can. Take advantage of it while we can, bro. For real, for real. G Bravado say if they breaking it off to you inside, yeah. If they breaking it off to you inside, then hey, it is what it is, right? But 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 the young lady send the message through my homeboy, right? Tell him to get at me real quick. Ooh, 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 right? So I get the number and I call. Mind you, I'm in a whole different relationship. I'm not thinking about this young lady. We not in contact or nothing. She moved on with her life. I moved on with mine. She's with the homie now, the one that with Hamburger, right? So bam, I call her anyway. What's happening? She's like, look, I know you know that me and Hamburger's together now and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Please don't tell him no intimate stuff about me and this and that and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, why would I do that? You feel me? Like, nah, I'm not getting down like that. What y'all got going on is between y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's real. Hey, hey, DayQ. Shout out to my little bro DayQ too, man. Damn, I didn't even see you. Hey, shout out to DQ. DQ say he knew the turf before he asked her. You always know when the woman you're dealing with is not loyal. Facts. Facts. You feel me? So, damn, what was I at? That's a good one right there, DQ. Hold on, let me cut this camera, man. I gotta watch this door. But but damn, what was I at, y'all? Uh 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 so anyway, man, when bro find out from his woman that she's actually the cold thing about her, she never denied none of the scandals. She never denied none of it. She couldn't, because we all knew each other. We all from the same city, from the same hood. We all grew up together. We all know everything about each other. Y'all know how that stuff be. Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. Thank you, Roger. Yeah, so I get in contact with her. She tell me not to tell Hamburger anything about her, no intimate stuff and this and that. I'm like, nah, you wouldn't, y'all, that's y'all relationship. I'm over here in my relationship. So bam, what she started doing is writing me letters behind his back, sending cards and photographs, right? What you know about when Hamburger got into the crib module, the same photographs that she sent me, using the same stationery that she wrote me letters on, she sent to Hamburger the identical stuff that she had already sent me before he got into the crib module. Ain't that dirty? He had no clue, but my homies in there, they knew because they seen the pictures. I showed them the pictures. I showed them the letters, and like, man, look at this. Look what she doing. Then he come in there and he get the same pictures on the same stationery. They looking at him laughing. So that was the other dude's gratification right there, him knowing that. Yeah, you sneaking around effing everybody else, woman, the whole time. Yours is sneaking behind your back, sending the same pictures to the homie Creek on the same stationery. Sucker butt ass nigga. Right? This is his way of looking at that. That was his gratification, y'all. No cap. But that's how scandalous these bras was. But what do you expect from dealing with the same creatures that come from the same environment, the same landscape as you, the same get up. The only difference between the two is male and female. They got woman parts, we got man parts. That's the only difference. And I swear to God, I got homegirls that'll tell you without any problem, without a second thought, that they gon' they gonna get down like a ninja would. Meaning, as much as you are cheating on them with different women and you know what I'm saying, doing your thing in the streets, they gonna be doing it too. So just imagine you being a dude that come from that life, thinking you got you a good one the whole time. She waiting on you to get locked up. So is your homeboy, so they can meet up. You know what I'm saying, and get it in. Next thing you know, that's her new baby daddy. Y'all know that's how they go. No cap. That's exactly how they go in the hood, all day, every day. Say I'm lying. Hold on, y'all. Say I'm lying though. I ain't gonna lie though, man. Being in prison and being in a relationship at a young age like I was tortured by that. I was tortured by those fake, young, dumb, puppy love, made up believe relationships, man. But that was that inexperience, thinking that that lust was love when it wasn't. It was just that. A whole bunch of lust, a whole bunch of lust by a whole bunch of old ass teenagers. And what I mean by old ass teenagers is people that was of age, 19, 18, 19 years old, 20, 21. I'm going to say 20. I'm going to say, 18, 19, 20. Those are old ass teenagers to me, right? That mind still ain't developed into, full adult. Really, they say it's the age of 25, but I'm going to give it to 20, But you dealing with all this stuff at that age where ain't nothing making sense to you, right? I was tortured by that stuff, man. I ain't gonna even lie. Like my first time in prison, being in a relationship, oh my God. It was to the point I remember being at Tehachapi and stressed the hell out and hollering at my big homie Pierre. And Pierre, like, look, little homie, I got a hookup for you. I'm finna hook you up with somebody because you need to get your mind off of that girl. If she's not doing right by you, then you gotta let that go. You in here doing time. But I got a pen pal for you. Right? It was that bad. Roderick's choice says straight facts. What you saying? Man, for real, Roderick. Dalmu said homegirls be married to homies. Been in there, let's say 25, 30 years, but married out here. A gang of them. Hey, straight up. Straight up. But see, they'll tell you, oh, the homie got all this time, I'm gonna marry him so he can get family visits, so he can get him some sexual gratification, right? But then out there on the streets, you be in a whole completely different relationship. You live in two different lives. And it happens. It's happened to me, it didn't happen to some of the greatest, unfortunately. That deals a lot of resentment. That messes you up mentally because while you in prison doing time, you trying to figure out who's loyal to you, who's gonna stay down with you, especially your woman. You trying to figure all that out. You don't know who gonna do what. You don't know who gonna be there today, gone tomorrow. You never know. You feel me? Until people show you who they are. And sometime, well, I ain't gonna say sometime. I'm gonna say in a good 90% of the cases of from what I know from my personal experiences, over the years of being in different relationships, man, people show you who they are. You're looking for loyalty. People fail the loyalty test all the time. You feel me? So ain't no way in hell that I would have my woman getting intimate with another man out there and be cool with it or even allowing it. You are being intimate with me. Point blank period. Feel me? Oops. My bad, I'm messing up. Face the music. I see you, Brody. Shout out to you. Much love always. Wizard said it becomes standard behavior. Just cozy your life is on pause. There isn't, and they have needs too. Hey, Wizard. Now that's something else that has been thrown out there, right? People will say, well, would you, if the tables was turned and your woman was locked up and you was on the street, would you not engage in sexual behavior? Would you not be, pursuing other women? You will be completely loyal to this woman. You'll be doing everything that they do for you. They go visit you. They put money on your books, make sure you straight up in there. They write you letters, they send you pictures. They are fully committed to you in your life. Would you in turn do that for them if they was locked up and you was out? DQ said, my big brother used to always say, she can get a girlfriend until I'm free. Anything else? And whatever. K, shaking my head, laughing my head. Hey, hey, DQ. Now, now, a naive mind would say something like that. And the reason why I say naive is because, come on, man, whether it's a woman or a dude, let's just say I tell my woman, go ahead and get it. You can get in a relationship with a woman until I come home, right? Well, what if she get into that relationship with that woman? Why do I keep hitting this button? Hold up, y'all. There we go. Okay, what if she get into that relationship with that woman, and that woman, that intimacy is 5 times more powerful than what any man was able to put on her, and she's stuck and refused to go back, you know, to her man. She's stuck with that woman because she loved that touch more than anything. She's been able to touch that spot, if you know what I mean. Gonna keep this PG-13. My mama watching. You feel me? But so I wouldn't even advise that. I wouldn't even advise y'all play around with the game, man. You know what I'm saying? They keep it exactly. LOL. Have to learn how to let her go if she goes. It's the same thing either way. I don't know why they got this right here where I can't see that word. Love it. It's a wrap. Yeah, man. If you give her the green light to go do that, and she do it, and it turned out to be like no other that she's ever experienced, you in trouble. You in trouble. It's a wrap. Yeah, Moose say, as a young banger, you ain't even thinking about holding certain shit down. You just expect people to stay committed and loyal, but it's still a life something for those that you left. That's right, bro. That's right. That's right. And that's natural life. That's just natural. You know what I'm saying? And we do go with the expectations of, who are significant others, whoever it is that we are with, to hold us down, stay strong, and not do this and not do that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, life is gonna life. Unfortunately, for those that if it's not meant to be, if it's not meant for her to stand 10 toes down with you while you're going through whatever you're going through incarcerated, then God is going to step in and nature is going to take its course on that relationship. Point blank, period. Throw that up on the screen, man. That's a good one right there, Damo, for real. But yeah, man, trying to maintain a relationship, from prison, whether it's the guy that's locked up or it's the woman that's out there on the streets holding the guy down, it's a lot that come with that. And it's also a lot to ask of somebody that's out there to put their life on hold for you while you're incarcerated, to not just put their life on hold for you, but to base everything around what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? So if you are one of the fortunate ones that find somebody that's truly holding you down like that, you can never ever disrespect the game by disrespecting that person on no level, period. You know what I'm saying? I learned from that because I made every mistake that you possibly make as an incarcerated person trying to maintain a relationship. I've made every mistake that you could think of as far as, disrespecting that relationship, cheating, making excuses for the things that I was doing, knowing damn well I had no business doing it. And on top of that, like I was cheating myself. I was playing myself. And the reason why I say that is because I understand the value that I bring to a table. So when you have true value to bring to a table, anything that you do outside of your committed relationship, you're cheating yourself as a man. You're treating yourself out of your value. We always place value on these women, in which in a lot of cases they do deserve. But also, we got to start placing that value on ourselves. Me and Miss Golden was having a conversation the other day, and about kind of on this topic, right? And I was telling her, like, I just think back to when people like Kobe Bryant was going through the things that he was going through, right? In his younger years, coming up, an NBA star, received all these accolades for being this NBA star and out there, and then here comes the side chick, the distraction, to come in and mess up everything that this dude had going on. But guess what? None of that would have happened if bro didn't make the decision to go there. Once he made the decision to entertain that side chick, you can't blame nobody else. That's where it starts at, right there, with that decision making. Damu said, my first child's mother did it moving at the beginning, but after like 5 years of her hearing what I was doing from behind the walls, she wanted back in. So money brings loyalty from some people. Be careful. That is facts. And that's another thing. That hits right on what I was just talking about with Kobe Bryant, Damu. Right? Money and fame, fortune will bring people around you for all the wrong reasons. Imagine all the people that left you for dead while you was in that prison cell doing your time. People that you never burnt bridges with, right? That you never burnt bridges with ever. Me, I'm a person that I have burnt no bridges with nobody. I don't think that I have too many people out there in the world that hate me enough to, especially whether it be supposed friends and family, right? That will want to hurt me to the point of not seeing me eat or whatever, right? Exist, right? I have burnt no bridges like that. Never, right? But they would do some of the most effed up stuff to you while you're in prison, right? And leave you, right? I remember, for instance, I was in this relationship many years ago, right? And I remember like I had grew so comfortable in that relationship. The money was flowing and all this and that, right? But the money was flowing through her. I was completely reliant upon her. And I remember I had like a number of things going at one time, and it was all money related. And all the money and everything, the business was circulating through this female. And she up and left me for dead. I remember jumping on the phone one day trying to call, number change. Boom, boom, boom. We're sorry. This number is no longer in service. You right? I remember that. I'm like, oh, what the hell? Right? No letters. The letters stopped. Right? I remember I had these magazines, these rap magazines, these hip hop magazines I used to get back in the day that she had ordered for me. All that stopped. Everything stopped at one time. Right? So now I'm like, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. Just so happened one of my homeboys had found out what was going on before I did because she was friends with his girl. So she's telling his girl, I'm done with him. It's a wrap. So they knew before me. Everything that I had going on, money wise, that was circulating around, went through her. When she left, everything was in limbo, left me in a very bad spot. Right? Bam, time go by. You know, I start rapping. I start, um, uh, uh, you know, doing my thing, right? And I guess she had heard about it. Bam, here she come. How you been? It's been so long since we talked the last time. I know things ended bad and this and that and blah blah blah. I'm sitting there reading that BS, right? Like what? Who is this? Shadon Jones. Can we get a roll call of the Long Beach dudes you've crossed paths with? Oh man, my boy Damu say all you got to do is holler, love one for sure, man. You already know, Brody. All love. But Shadon Jones, man, if I was to do a roll call of everybody that I know from Long Beach, bro, we'd be sitting here forever. And I'm talking about all the real righteous ones. You feel me? I know a gang of homies from Long Beach from all the sets out there, the notable ones. Insanes, the Rolling 20s, the Four Corner Blocks, the West Coast 80s. You feel me? The Mac Mafias. You feel me? Hey man, I'll be here forever, bro. I'll be here forever. But I'm gonna start back spinning the block because I know it's a lot of people out there that like when I was doing those episodes of me, spinning the block, going from hood to hood, mentioning all these notable men that I've been around, respectable dudes, man, from everywhere. You feel me? But best believe, like Long Beach, like come on, man, there's a million homies, a million of them, million. For real, for real. But shout out to you, man. Thank you for putting that in the chat, man. Let me see. Since you asked the question, let me think, man. I'm gonna start with Willie Gaithers, right? OG Willie Gaithers, man, from Long Beach. I'm gonna say insane. He was one of the founding fathers of starting Crip in Long Beach. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know about OG Willie Gaithers, man, I'm pretty sure somebody online that talked about him. You know what I'm saying? One of the OGs that's doing these podcast shows, right? But OG Willie Gaithers was my cellie in Calipatria State Prison in the year of 2000, and at that time, when me and him was cellies, that was 2005, I believe, right before I went to New Folks. He said that dude you mentioned, Goofy Low, is is my did I say cousin? He passed away about a year ago. Oh, is that right? Goofy Lewis from Rolling Twenties. Hey, he's when I was in Tehachapi State Prison, I told the story about that incident that took place with me and the homie. Oh yeah, I heard he out. Hey, I got somebody just gave me Willie's number, man, and I got to tap in with him. They've been telling me he been telling them why am I tripping? Why I haven't called? I need to tap in with him, right? So I'm definitely finna holler at Willie. I promise you that. And I would definitely have an update on that conversation that I had with bro too. You feel me? But me and him was cellies in Calipatria in 2005, man. And Willie was around me, man, when I was young and I was wild. You feel me? That was an OG homie that you know, one of quite a few that was there around that time, that I was able to learn some game from. But I did hear he got out. He's at home now. Thankfully, that's a blessing. You feel me? For real, for real. But Goofy Lou, yeah, like I said, he was in Tehachapi with me, man. That's where I first met him. He was our next door neighbor. And we used to mess with Goofy Lou all the time, man. Goofy Lou used to love the tobacco. And then we ended up leaving there. We was in Tehachapi Reception at that time. This was 1992. And then we transferred out to the next prison that we would end up in together also. You know what I'm saying? So he was there with me for a large portion of that time, man. I got to know Goofy Lou real well. That was the big homie, man. Rest in peace to Goofy Lou, too, man. Shout out to all the Rolling 20s as well, bro. For real, for real. Hate to hear you passed away, man. That's a lot of people. We done lost a lot of good ones, man. over the years, man, people that I've been around, those that I was just thinking about the homie killer from 111 neighborhood today. And I did a story on him not too long ago. You know, I was tripping on all the people that I was around that is no longer here, right? And I remember like Killer, man, just tripping on his situation because he ended up getting locked up with his baby mama. Both of them was charged for the same crime, which was a unaliving, right? And some other stuff, robbery, unaliving, and whatnot. And they both was charged for the same crime. They both ended up getting life sentences, right? Which left their kids, their little kids, out on the street into the system, right? And I remember being in the cell with Killer, man, and him teaching me how he used to do these little greeting card things. He used to draw out and make and all that. And he showed me how to add the color to, like, we in the LA County jail. They wouldn't giving you coloring pencils, they wouldn't giving you Crayolas, colored markers, none of that stuff, right? So Beach Boy, what's up, Brody? Oh, he said, tapping in, bro. What's up, Swang Glow fam? Goofy Lou. That's my G homie. Rest in peace. For sure, for sure. For sure, for sure, Beach Boy. Rest in peace to Goofy Lou, man. It's a real G homie right there. But yeah, man, Killer. So Killer taught me how he used to get these like magazines and stuff, right? And he would get a razor and like where it had color at, he would scrape off the coloring or out of the magazines, mix it with a little bit of water, like roll up some toilet paper, and he would dab it in there, and that's how he would add the coloring into the drawings that he did. Right? He was teaching me how to outline like different little cartoon characters and stuff just to make these type of cards. You know what I'm saying? So I learned how to do that with him. You know, while I was in the cell with him, me and him was cellies in Wayside Lockdown, High Power, the DPE stuff that I told y'all about. But man, yeah, man. After that, he ended up going to prison, and he ended up in New Folsom State Prison, man. And I ran across a number of people that told me, you know, this situation, and I still can't believe it, man. But unfortunately, it happened. They say he had got off work one day. He worked in the kitchen up there in New Folsom State Prison, and he got off work, came across the yard, seen everybody, came and greeted everybody that was on the basketball court, the dudes that was in the crib area or whatnot, you know, and then he went inside the building and um, you know, after a little time of being in there, hung himself, right? Hung himself, man. Uh, you know, I was thinking about that today, like damn, man, like you want to see dudes make it through this. You know, you want to see dudes make it through it, man. You don't ever want to see nobody take themselves out like that. You got kids, you got family out there. Life ain't over with. If you are one of the unfortunate ones that place yourself in prison, you know, it's a way you can go about doing your time, man, where you don't get caught up in all the BS that's going on, and also your mind don't get so clouded with worries and whatever else that would drive a man to the point of wanting to unalive himself. You feel me? This is a person that I looked at as being a strong dude. Like I used to, me and him, we was in the cell together, and I was younger than him, and I'm seeing him like handling his business. He's getting through them days the way that he did. I'm like, this dude's strong. So to fast forward and he unalive himself, he hang himself. It's just crazy, man. I guess the time the walls end up caving in on him, unfortunately, and that happens to some people. Unfortunately, it do, and we don't want to see that. That's why when I see stuff like this, we celebrate stuff like this. I celebrate those that deserve to be celebrated. right? It's not a gimmick. It's not an act with me. I'm not getting paid to promote Bro Book. This is my homeboy. You feel me? He didn't pay me to have. He didn't pay. I didn't have to pay him in order for him to have me on his show when nobody else wasn't trying to hear a peep from me. He gave me that action. Again, shout out to BG Ali. You feel me? Make sure y'all go pick up Bro Book, man. Make sure y'all order this book, man. For real, for real. Again, it's called Through the Eyes of a Baby Gangster, Divulging the Untold Truth by Danja B.G. Ali Brooks. Pick this book up, man. This is a person that has been to prison, full-fledged gang member, straight out of Compton. As a matter of fact, Face the Music is in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Him and Face the Music is from the same community. You know what I'm saying? These guys have been to prison. Face the Music been to prison. Had a life sentence. Done a whole chunk of time. Had a life sentence. Got out and have multiple businesses going. A top-notch producer. I'm talking about Face the Music now. Top-notch producer has multiple different businesses going for himself. These are men that I've seen, that I know. Shout out to my homie Humpty Hump too, man, from Pomona Southside Village, who just opened up a barbershop, who was also in prison with me, who has also done a large chunk of time with me, a real homie. Made it through this storm of prison, of having to do time, made it to the other side. And now is a successful business owner. He just opened up a barbershop. Shout out to all my successful homies out there, man. These are the people that I push. These are the people that I don't have a problem with standing behind and supporting. As y'all can see, don't none of this stuff come with any negativity. None. We don't push negativity over here. We are attached to the gang stuff because that's the environment that a lot of us was born and raised up in. But that didn't define us. Because as you can see, we are striving for greater things, man. And you ain't gonna see nothing less than that here at this platform. Dalmu say shit crazy. The homie Greybird from Stockton, Northside Gangster Crip, died. That's when we was in Tehachapi Shoe. We had a cool yard keyway workout, and like an hour when we came in, alarms, we didn't find out till 3 days later who it was. Dang. So man, wow. Put that up on the board, man. That's how real it be, bro. That's how real it be, bro. Hey, listen, I don't have to pick this camera up right now. I don't have to pick this camera up and pan around inside this jail cell that I'm in, right? In order for y'all to understand and get how real it is. I remember the homie 16 Life covering the story that he just did, where I believe he mentioned me. He mentioned another guy that's incarcerated that does podcasting as well, right? And he's telling everybody while this guy is doing his thing in the video, he's like, wait, hold up, pause this video. Look around where he's at. He's inside a prison cell. That is it. He's inside of a prison cell. That's his world. That's his environment. When he cut that camera off, guess what? His reality is inside that jail cell. He's just entertaining y'all when he cut the camera on, but best believe that reality that he's in is real. This is a real reality for me. This is a real reality for anybody that's dealing with this. And no, this ain't no pity party. Because whatever we did to place ourselves here, as men, we got to stand up and handle it until we are like the so many others, like my homie Dalmu Robbins that's in the chat right now. Somebody that I was on prison yards, multiple prison yards with, that I know. He's in the chat right now, a free man, able to attend his son's basketball and football games, able to be a productive father, a family man, a grown man, not no gang member, able to be productive in his kid's life, in his family life. Those are the success stories that I want to point out. The gang stuff is just attachments to us. We don't glorify none of that. No, we don't glorify none of that. Y'all want that? Y'all, there's other channels for it. Y'all come to this platform. This is a family-oriented platform, and we walk y'all through all the stories that we walk y'all through, you know what I'm saying? So that y'all don't ever have to walk in real life through them. Period. And then we're going to add another element to the game when Miss Golden dropped the golden hour. Shout out to Miss Golden, where she is discussing everything. She gonna have her own little twist to what she bring to the platform, man. And I'm gonna be right there front center watching, and pushing her, to continue to be great, like always. And I hope all y'all, join behind my woman too, man, and push it. Just like y'all do, y'all show up at the round table, when, we do our thing. It's the same difference. She's gonna be right here on this platform. Her shows will be pushed through here. It's not a new show. It's not a different channel. It's gonna be on the Swang Low podcast. You feel me? So when y'all see Miss Golden pop up, man, hey, support her. Jump in the chat. Make y'all comments. She's gonna be right there pushing, and we all will be. You feel me? We all we got. We all we got. Y'all the ones that make this platform what it is. Straight up. I'm thankful. I'm blessed to be able to come here and do what I do while I'm able to do it. And I think that I've been able to exist so long because they know I'm authentic about my push. I'm not pushing nothing negative. I'm not harming the community. I'm not out to harm nobody. It's the opposite. Complete opposite. If y'all haven't gathered that by now. But hey, I think we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I think I've taken up way more than enough of y'all time, man. I appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. Thank you all. Do y'all have any parting words or any last minute things that y'all want to say? Go ahead and jump in the chat, man, and drop it right now. Feel free to. Everybody is welcome. I appreciate the love, though, man. For real, for real. Shout out to everybody that jumped in the chat. Shout out to everybody that was able to make the live. I know we're not able to do it like how we used to. I miss being able to do those lives every day, man, because I know it all counts. But, we do what we do when we can, man. For real, for real. Hey, Wizard, I appreciate that, man. Hey, as much as you say that I'm an inspiration, man, y'all are the true inspirations, bro. You feel me? Just for showing up, just for adding your input, just for giving me the positive vibes that y'all give, all the love and support, without y'all, we can't exist. That's why I respect the game, man. I respect, with the people that do take the time out to push the like button, the people that do take the time out to push the subscribe button, the people that take the time out to add a comment, all of that count. That's all love. If y'all wasn't doing that, that means, we doing something wrong. And we would definitely have to go back to the drawing board if we was doing something wrong. So it's a blessing. I'm thankful that I have this platform and that I have y'all. You feel me? So y'all the true inspirations, man. Thank you all, for real, for real. And shout out to my boy Biff, you feel me, over at the Chaos Chronicles podcast. Always show love. I try to pop up over there when I can, and add my little sense of support to bro. Shout out to 16 to Life. He's another big bro of mine, that inspires me to keep going and keep pushing and doing what I'm doing. You feel me? And shout out to everybody else that's making the difference out there, man. You know, all positive stuff. You know what I mean? J-Dub, SGV, what up, Creep? I dig the content. Hope one day they let you out, bro. Hey, J-Dub. Hey, I appreciate you saying that, right? Hey, bro, every day I wish the same thing. You feel me? Every day, believe it or not, right? Um, I live through y'all. I exist through y'all. Each and every time, y'all tap in and y'all show this type of love, right? That keeps me wanting to go and push more and more and not give up, not allow the walls to cave in on my head and I lose focus of the whole mission. That's easy to happen if you allow it. If you're not mentally aware, if you're not strong minded, it's easy for you to get off track. Easy. And believe it or not, you have some miserable souls out there that want to see you get off track. They will say and do some of the craziest things to try to throw you off the path that they see that you're going down of righteousness and success. Losers hate to see success. And there's many losers out there. They would try to utilize any and everything, man, to distract you. And you just can't allow it. Focus is the key, man. So I appreciate you, J-Dub. Thank you, bro. And hopefully you stick around long enough to where I make it on the other side of the camera and I'm doing the real content how I want to push it. You feel me? I mean, this is the real content. Don't get me wrong, but I would be able to give y'all the other side of the testimony of the storm, of conquering the storm, like brothers like this have done. And the 16 Lives and the Face the Musics and the Biffs over at the Chaos Chronicles and the countless others. I can go on and on. The homie Humpty Hump, Pomona Southside Village. I can go on and on. I can name a million names that I've already named, people that I've already presented on this platform in honor of them succeeding and conquering incarceration, the gang stuff, and not being defined by any of it, picking up the pieces to their life and moving on and becoming success stories in their own right. Straight up. That's what we celebrate. J-Dub say, as long as you do content, I'll be watching, big dog. I send mine full blast. Likewise, bro. I appreciate you, J-Dub. For real, for real. All love and respect, homie. Thank you. From the heart. Thank you, bro. But yeah, we finna go ahead and get up out of here, man. I've held y'all hostage long enough. Thank you all, man, for tapping in. Thanks for all the love. Thanks for all the support. Continue to hey, we're gonna continue to build this thing and make it stronger, man. Just by showing up, and putting in our all, and just keeping it authentic, keeping it real, keeping it fresh, staying out of other people's business, staying out the controversies, the drama. We don't want none of that here. You feel me? I've lived a life full of drama, full of, just BS, man. You feel me? It's time for a change. Roderick's Choice said it would be a good thing if we all could come together as one above these times. Um, um, come together. I don't know who you're talking about, come together, right? But I'm not against togetherness. Not at all. I'm not against it. You feel me? People as grown men and women have to make decisions on if they want to be together with other people. I'm not against it, of course, but it's the ways of the world today is crazy. Some people want isolation. Some do for whatever reason. Hey, to each his own. You feel me? But definitely that though, Roger's choice. Definitely that. But I'm finna get up out of here, man. Thank you all again for your time. Y'all take care. Y'all be safe out there, man. There's a lot going on in the world. A lot going on in the environment. Period, man. That y'all gotta stay weary of. Stay vigilant. Let the people that's in your life know that you love and appreciate them while you can, because tomorrow is promised to none of us. J Dub said you're gonna do another wartime video today. uh, hey, I would, J Dub, right? But when I don't do the lives and I just upload videos, right? Man, sometimes it take them videos hours to load. So I try to get a jump on it early within the day. So by the time it's done uploading, it'll give it a good chance to sit and set in. That's why I always set it for this. I try to set it for around the same time frame every day, which is probably like around 5:25 or 6:25 at the latest, right? I try to set the videos to be released around the same time every day. But if I did one of those videos right now and released it, man, that video wouldn't upload for 10, 12 hours. I promise you. And I'll be in here in this cell all stressed out, like, why it ain't loaded yet? Be losing my mind, right? Because I really be wanting to have something to present to the round table. You feel me? I really do, man. I love the engagement. I love being able to pop up here at this round table with y'all, man. So again, when I'm not able to do that, Miss Golden will be doing her thing. And when she not, y'all can go binge watch some of the older shows, man. Show some of the older shows love. But what I might end up doing, like I told y'all yesterday in the video, like some of the shows that I did will not be monetized because I was using music in the video in the beginning of the video, and they were striking my channel. They just struck me for a video that I posted months ago, and it was a short video. That's why we're not monetized yet. Every time we get ready to monetize, they hit me with a strike from a video I posted months ago. And I look on YouTube and I see these dudes doing all these reaction videos. How is y'all able to do reaction videos? I post a short and they strike my channel for it. That's nasty work, man. Y'all just don't know how hard we work here, to keep the engagement going. And when you think you are in the clear of certain videos and then they smack you over the head, months later, it's like, man, I can't win for losing. If I showed y'all all the strikes that I had, then y'all gonna be like, what? But yeah, that's the only thing that's holding us up from being monetized, man. You feel me? But that would definitely happen soon enough. We will not be discouraged. We will continue to show up at this round table and do what we got to do. I just have to be a better picker of what I post. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Miss Golden said she just got here. What happened, Miss Golden? Oh, she was at work. My bad. I'm J Dub say we'll get there. G, we definitely gonna get there, bro. We not quitting. We not gonna be discouraged by nothing. Nothing that's thrown at us. You know what I'm saying? I look forward to it. I look forward to getting there, man, and being able to bring, different things to the channel. When I'm able to do what I'm able to do, and y'all see me on the other side of that camera, back in life and back living, and watch, y'all gonna see, y'all gonna be like, oh, okay, all right, he wasn't capping. Dude really had a vision. I got a vision, bro. It's gonna be big, straight up. You feel me? But yeah, again, let me get up out of here, man. I've held y'all long enough. Miss Golden, you showed up late. I told them about the golden hour, of course. How we look forward, to you making your debut in that. I seen you sent me something on Messenger. I'm gonna go check it out. But for the most part, man, I just can't wait for you to get cracking on your thing, doing your thing, so the people can get to know you as an individual. Although we are a tag team duo, but still allow you your freedom to do your thing. She has her own mind, her own vision about certain things that's beautiful, you know. And I want all y'all to get to know this beautiful woman, man. You know what I'm saying? Point blank period. So please support her anytime y'all see her step up, man. J Dub, I gotta make you a moderator, bro. Can I do that here? I can't. I can't. I don't. Why you gonna give us the option to do that on here, man? Don't worry about it, J Dub. We definitely gonna get you. I see you got J Dub SGV. You from the SGV, J Dub? If so, what part? Before we get up out of here. Anybody got anything else they want to say before we get up out of here? Oh, J Dub, you from Pomona? For sure, for sure. Shout out to P Town. Shout out to all the homies from Pomona. Feel me? Shout out to everybody from Pomona, man. Loved ones right there. Salute, salute, salute. All right, but I'm finna go ahead and end this live, man. Hey, it's been great chilling with y'all at the round table. I appreciate everybody, you feel me, that participated in the chat. You know what I mean? It's all love, all respect. Y'all take care. Y'all stay safe out there, man. Y'all stay vigilant. Let the people in your life know that you love them and appreciate them while you can, because tomorrow's promised to none of us. You feel me? So hey, let's appreciate, let's show it while we can, man. To the next time we meet at this round table, I love all y'all. Y'all take care, stay safe, man. Triple gang.